Look at her, she's so adorable. Hey everyone, it's Oz. Welcome. After a very long wait, Yaoyao is finally here, and I really wanna test her out a bit. But first, what does she even do? Well, her skill, Rafan's Sky Cluster, summons a rabbit called Yaoyao that spams radishes at you if you're low health, or at your enemies if your health is high. Yaoyao lasts for 10 seconds and her skill's cooldown is 15 seconds. Her burst, Moonjade Descent, makes you enter Adeptal Legacy state for 5 seconds. During Adeptal Legacy state you will summon 3 stronger Yaoyaos that both deal damage to the enemies and heal your party at the same time. After Adeptal Legacy ends, the 3 Yaoyaos will despawn. The burst also increases Yaoyao's movement speed and dendro resistance, so I assume that's for Bloom and Virgin teams. Adeptal Legacy costs 80 energy and has 20 seconds cooldown. Her normal attacks, well, they don't do much, but they are cute. So, based on her kit, I'm gonna guess her role is a healer slash dendro applier. You can use her in something like Hyper Bloom, Nilo Bloom, or the team I'm more interested in, Nahida Spread. So Nahida, Yae, Zhongli and Fischl, which recently has been one of my favorite teams in the game, and I have a feeling Yaoyao is gonna be a very nice Zhongli replacement. I made this team to be kind of lazy, as most damage comes from off-field like Nahida's skill, Yae's totems and Oz. And with Yaoyao it seems we'll have even more stuff happening on the screen. Before we test her out, I'm gonna show you my build. She has 38,000 HP and 204 energy recharge. She's running Favonius Lance and 4-piece Millev. I assume in other teams she might want to use Deepwood Memory and maybe run Elemental Mastery in Nilo team, but I just want a healer so I focus on HP and energy recharge. Her talents are 699 and she's Constellation 1. First, let's see how fast she heals and compare her with Kokomi. They both use same artifacts, but Yaoyao uses an ER weapon and Kokomi uses an HP weapon. First, let's see Yaoyao's skill. Alright, so her skill healed our poor Zhongli for 25,554 health. Because the skill lasts 10 seconds and has 15 seconds cooldown, it averages to roughly 1,703 health per second. Now, her burst. Over 5 seconds the burst did quite a lot, healing inactive Zhongli for 27,848 health. However, with her skills Yaoyao active, the burst healed for 37,131. Okay, let's see Kokomi now. Her jellyfish managed to heal Zhongli for 39,926 over 12 seconds. It does have 20 second cooldown, but you can keep it up 100% uptime with her burst, so it averages to about 3,327 health per second. Her burst heals inactive characters for 30,448 over 10 seconds. Bear in mind that you can't heal a character other than Kokomi with skill and burst at the same time. So Yaoyao doesn't seem to heal as much as Kokomi, but is still a decent healer and can heal your team a lot in short burst. Now let's test her out on one of the overworld bosses. I'm thinking the big triangle. We're gonna compare the spread team with Zhongli and Yaoyao. First, our favorite Jia Daddy Zhongli. Starting with Zhongli's shield, Nahida's burst and E, Yae's totems, yours truly, a couple Yae's attacks and burst, set up totems again, do Nahida's skill, and the triangle is dead in about 21 seconds. Now Yaoyao. Set up a whole building with Nahida, slap the triangle, place 3 foxes, 1 bird and 3 rabbits, replacing a whole zoo in here. Place another rabbit, kill the foxes, revive the foxes, and another bird kills the triangle in about 23 seconds. So kinda worse than Zhongli, but the team is pretty fun, so maybe let's test her out in the Abyss. I'll use the spread team in the first half, and in the second half I'm gonna go with some weird abomination of Raiden, Kazuha, Zhongli, Xingqiu. I will also only show first half clears and add the times from the second half to not drag the run for too long. Alright, starting with Perpetual Mechanical Array. Setup with Nahida E, Burst, setup Yae's Totems, Fischl's Oz, and Yaoyao's Burst. Come to think of it, it feels like most of this team's gameplay is just setting up. We set up another rabbit, use Yae's Burst, and set up totems again. Go back to Nahida, summon yours truly, use Nahida's Burst, and Yaoyao again. Let's say that for a lazy team, this gameplay became pretty busy, constantly running out of totems, Oz, Yuegui, and having to set them up again. We managed to bring PMA to the second phase, so time for the Doritos. Fortunately we got jellyfish and not the crab, so we don't have to worry about the shield. Like always, set up everything. Unfortunately I messed up the order and used Yaoyao's skill before the burst, so we're going with Oz, Nahida burst for iframes, and Yaoyao's burst, just as I ran out of Yae's totems. We finished the ad. Right here, right now! Yours truly. And hopscotch the boss to death in 1 minute and 23 seconds. The other half is done with 8 minutes and 4 seconds left on the timer. 12-2. We've got 3 triangles, which we take photo of with Nahida, summon a bird, use Nahida's amazing bricklaying skills to place a palace, set up Yae's turrets, and use Yaoyao's burst. After 3 Yueguis disappear, we pull out another rabbit out of the basket, then use Yae's burst, after which one of the triangles die. Shortly after using Fischl's burst, we managed to win against Geometry, killing the remaining triangles. Now Anima Ball Lady left. We slap her with Nahida, summon a palace, and use Yaoyao's burst again, just as we run out of Yae's totems again. So we use Yaoyao's skill, Yae's totems, Fischl's Oz, and finish off Eremite Lady after a couple seconds of normal attacks, with this fight taking us 49 seconds. After that, Raiden's team finishes the second half with 7 minutes and 41 seconds left on the timer. And finally, time for 12-3, the Jade Plume Terror Shock. We slap it with Nahida, summon myself, build a castle, Yae's totems, and we jump around with Yaoyao. I could use normal attacks to trigger Fischl's C6, but I see the chicken is a bit aggravated. So I keep my distance. After that I explode Yae's totems. The chicken got tired, so we slap him with Nahida to wake him up, made a nice cozy room, and hopscotch a bit before slapping him again, and going to Yaoyao to set up the radish turrets. Then again, Oz, totems, slap and palace. We attack him a bit with Yae, use her burst and place totems again, summon Oz yet again and summon more radish throwing rabbits with Yaoyao. After that the chicken is nearly dead and we finished after 1 minute and 3 seconds. Raiden finishes 12-3 with 7 minutes and 41 seconds left on the timer. So we managed to clear the abyss with Nahida's spread team with Yaoyao as a healer. My impressions? Yaoyao is a very fun character. She wasn't an improvement in damage, comfort or ease of play though. Zhongli seems to be a better pick in the spread team. Because she wants some on-field time, it made managing all the summons much more hectic, and sometimes I used the burst just as Yae's totems ran out, forcing me to waste either Yaoyao's burst or Yae's totems. But we didn't struggle with surviving, and while hectic, the gameplay was also really fun. And definitely cuter than with Zhongli. Also, maybe she has some better use in some other teams, like Nilou Bloom. I'm not sure and I kinda can't test that out as I don't have Nilou. So, she isn't amazing, but she's good enough for me, and being a Zhongli replacement is also some form of strength, because I can use him in another team. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. See ya!